Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am here to bring your attention about the severe weather situation unfolding across the United States. We are tracking a potential weather system moving through the north central plains, extending its reach towards the northeast. Additionally, we do have Hurricane Debby, a formidable storm making a landfall at 80 miles per hour, bringing with significant rainfall totals. In some areas, we are expecting anywhere between 1 to 3 feet of rain, with coastal regions facing any possibility up to 10 feet of rainfall. This extreme precipitation poses a serious threat of flooding, creating hazardous conditions for residents in these particular areas. Furthermore, we are closely monitoring the jet stream dynamic, which could lead to additional severe weather activity later this afternoon going into the evening hours. Specifically, our focus areas are on the southeastern side of Florida near the water, where conditions are ripe for potential tornadoes. In the northern plains, particularly northern Iowa, we are closely on high alert for severe weather developments. For your safety and preparedness, we have detailed graphs and visual representations highlighting the areas that demand our immediate attention today. It is crucial that all these residents in these regions stay informed, remain vigilant, and take necessary precautions to ensure their safety and well-being in the face of these challenging weather conditions. And also, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to break down today's severe weather forecast. So let's take a look down here in Florida. Florida is the areas that we are going to focus in today. Now, the two areas, this is one area. This is the first area we are going to be monitoring. So over here, we do see 70-mile-an-hour winds. We do see 100-mile-an-hour winds through this particular area. Now, later this afternoon, going into the evening hours, this is when things could ramp up. I mean, anywhere right here in the Gulf, right here next to the storm, near the water is where we're going to be actually watching, because that's the most potential for these particular storms to develop. And later, going into the morning, we do have 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing in this particular Tampa region here. And then if we keep going, this just does not go away. We still see 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing through here, and it'd be already a full day of storms through this particular area. Now, on a risk level here, potential tornadoes are going to be pretty high. I mean, marginal tornadoes. I mean, 100-mile-an-hour tornadoes can still be EF1s. Now, let's go look today. Now, this is the area we will be paying attention to because of Hurricane Debby making its landfall. But we're also going to monitor this particular storm, because we really don't know where the storm's actually going to go. And it has a lot to do with the two high-pressure systems and a low-pressure system. But let's take a look in the northern plains, because this is the main focal area today, later tonight. And I think these probabilities are really high. I think these tornado events are very high tonight. Let me zoom back out. Let me show you later this afternoon what this potential. I mean, look at how much vorticity we have in the atmosphere today. We have a lot of winds. We have a lot of wind blowing, 80, 90-mile-an-hour winds blowing here. 60-mile-an-hour winds blowing particularly here, but I'll zoom in there here in just a second and show you some more. But we also have, and then later we do have some more wind blowing in this particular area up here as well in the northeast. Now, let's zoom back in over here on the northern plains. I'm going to show you where, particularly tonight, where I'm really concerned with. I do believe we're going to have some tornadoes going into tonight. We may have an outbreak of tornadoes just because there's so much spin in the atmosphere right now. So right now, that's sitting about 80 miles an hour right here in this particular zone here in Minnesota, Iowa. You need to be on high alert if you live in these areas, or if you know anybody that does. You definitely want to, either one, you could share this. You can also let them know that this area is going to be on high alert for tornadoes. 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing in this particular area. And we also have this jet stream, which is also going to be pushing down, and it sits right here down on a trough here, right there. So later tonight, I'd say around 10, 11 Central Time, these particular storms are going to ramp up. Now, there is capability here. There is wind shear here. This could potentially, at least we may see two tornadoes, at least potentially tonight here in this particular area, just because of the wind speed. And it seems like this storm, let me go back here. This storm, in particularly, lasts for, these winds go on from 10, say around 10 o'clock Central Time, all the way to, maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But we still have 80-mile-an-hour winds blowing through here, which still can create at least an EF0 tornado. Could be brief, marginal. We are seeing some tornadoes on our photographs too. So this does confirm, and we also see supercell composites. These are all going to be supercell composites moving basically in later this afternoon. And this area here is where I'm watching. Now, I do see, let's move to the northeast here. I'm going to show you the northeast. Sorry, I got ahead of myself here. Now, later this afternoon, Pennsylvania, New York, we may see some winds blowing through. We have 80 miles an hour blowing through here in these areas, these counties. 80 miles an hour blowing through. So we have a lot of wind. And at least if we're not going to have tornadoes, there will be a lot of wind blowing. Wind blowing, if you have a lot of wind blowing in your areas, it can cause power outages. It can knock telephone poles out. It can knock some shingles off your roof, take some trees down. Wind damage can be catastrophic as well, so don't ever take this lightly. But we have up here, we have 100-mile-an-hour winds right here. That could be an area to watch too. But yeah, we have so much spin in the atmosphere today. Today is going to be very, today looks really bad as far as just, I think we're going to have some tornadoes today. This area may have some potential too. So let me look over there as well. We're like over here in Wyoming. Let's take a look to see if we have a lot of spin. Yep, there's some spin there too. So we could see all kinds of areas today of rotation. That's what we really don't want to see, is we don't want to see these bands here. That just means that there's going to be a lot of spin in this particular area. There's so much vorticity in this particular area, which, if the potential's there, if the capability's there, if there's moisture, if there's cold fronts, where there's going to be a cold front moving in from Canada, because that's where all this potential weather is coming from. So, if this information was very helpful for you, please make sure to subscribe. That way I can keep you updated every day with all the latest outbreaks, where these potential tornadoes, severe weather, hail, whatever it could be coming your way. And then we have that high pressure that's sitting right here, low pressure, another high pressure, and these low pressures are being pushed down, and the high pressure is trying to move up against it. So that's where we get tornadoes. But you have to just kind of take a look to see, these areas are going to get hit with a lot of heavy rain, thunderstorms, and hail. So anyways, make sure to subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll answer them as best as I possibly can. And don't forget to like the video if this was helpful. And anyways, yeah, I'll keep you updated with the latest on Tropical Debby, and I'll keep you updated with the latest severe news. I may go and do another video later today and see if anything's changed. Anyways, thanks, and have a good day.